am Christina Shea Johnson with Jefferson County Public Schools Trauma-Informed Care Team. Have you ever noticed a student who suddenly becomes louder, funnier, or more defiant the moment an audience shows up? What looks like misbehavior in those moments may actually be a social strategy. In this module, we're going to explore peer attention motivated behaviors. We'll define what they are, how to recognize them, and how they are different from adult attention or avoidance motivated behaviors, and what the research tells us about responding effectively. What are peer attention motivated behaviors? Peer attention seeking behaviors are actions a student uses to gain reactions from classmates, such as laughter, approval, status, or imitation, rather than attention from adults. These behaviors tend to increase when peers are present and decrease when peers are not. They are often loud, visible, humorous, dramatic, or defiant in nature. Students frequently monitor their audience by looking around the room, smiling, or escalating the behavior when classmates respond. Peer reactions such as laughing, commenting, or copying reinforce the behavior. Adult correction by itself often does not reduce the behavior and can unintentionally intensify it when delivered publicly. Common examples include calling out jokes or off-topic comments, clowning, teasing others, exaggerated emotional reactions, public sarcasm or defiance, and disrupting group activities to entertain peers. The key idea here is that peer attention-seeking behavior is maintained by the social payoff it produces. Because of that, effective intervention focuses on removing the peer audience payoff while also teaching appropriate ways to gain positive peer attention. You're probably wondering how to tell if a student's behavior is motivated by peer attention. A simple approach is to use an antecedent behavior. We call it ABC. A student is likely motivated by peer attention when the behavior increases in the presence of peers. When the student looks towards classmates to gauge their reaction, and when behavior decreases or stops once peers are removed, or ignore it, even if adult correction continues. It's important to recognize that some avoidance-motivated behaviors can initially appear as peer attention-seeking behavior. In these cases, a student may joke, they may clown, argue, or distract peers not to gain approval, but to delay, escape, or avoid a task. This is especially common with work that feels difficult, it may feel boring, or anxiety-provoking. The key difference is that avoidance-motivated behaviors tend to persist, even when peers do not react, and often increase specifically when academic demands are presented rather than simply when peers are present. While the behaviors may appear publicly and disrupt others, the function is different. Across grade levels, peer attention-motivated behaviors show consistent patterns. They increase when peers are watching. They decrease when access to peers is removed, often disappear during one-to-one interaction with an adult, and they escalate if peers laugh, comment, or react emotionally. Peer attention-motivated behaviors are common among classrooms, group settings, and even workplaces. What changes over time is how students attempt to gain peer attention as their social awareness, sophistication, and motivations develop. In early elementary grades, typically kindergarten through second grade, behaviors become more intentionally and socially aware. Students may call out jokes during lessons, make animal noises or sound effects, purposely break classroom rules when peers are watching, tease classmates in playful ways, get out of their seats repeatedly to be noticed, exaggerate tattling to appear important, or they may perform silly movements when they are bored. The peer payoff at this age often includes class laughter, imitation by others, and simple social recognition, like being seen as funny. In upper grades, 3rd through 5th grade, peer attention becomes tied to status, or humor, and reputation. Students begin to value peer approval more than adult approval, and behavior becomes increasingly strategic. Common examples include making sarcastic comments to earn laughs, deliberately annoying peers to provoke reactions, talking back to adults in front of classmates, making jokes at another student's expense, engaging in mild risk-taking like climbing or roughhousing, overacting emotionally, or disrupting group work to entertain others. In middle school, peer attention is usually identity-based, performative, and strongly driven by group dynamics. The payoff shifts towards social status, group acceptance, and avoiding appearing vulnerable or different. Students may show defiance or eye-rolling towards adults. They may engage in loud joking or exaggerated bravado, intentionally disrupt learning when an audience is present, display exaggerated reactions to appear confident. They may join in negative talk or ridicule to belong, act disengaged or too cool to work, or stage moments for social reaction. Now in high school, peer attention seeking becomes more subtle, social, and symbolic. The social function now relates to identity exploration, peer hierarchy positioning, autonomy, and social capital. Examples include public sarcasm or performative apathy, dominating discussions to appear intelligent or funny, passive resistance such as a slow compliance or exaggerated sighs, provoking peers through comments or social posturing. Acting out values or opinions to align with peers, risk-taking behaviors when peers are watching, and participating in trending behavior designed to gain peer recognition. In some cases, students with developmental delays may not follow this typical progression and may continue to use attention-seeking behaviors that align more closely with earlier developmental stages. Regardless of the age, ineffective approaches include calling out behavior publicly, using sarcasm or humiliation, engaging in power struggle, delivering long lectures, or giving repeated warning without follow-through. These types of responses often increases the peer payoff rather than reduce it. Research consistently shows that effective behavior strategies are built on one core principle: removing the payoff of peer attention while teaching appropriate ways to gain it. This course focuses on evidence-based strategies that reduce peer attention-motivated behaviors by removing the peer payoff, reinforcing peers who demonstrate appropriate behavior, teaching and reinforcing acceptable ways to gain peer attention, and adjusting the environment and access to peer as needed. Behaviors that appear defiant, silly, or oppositional may actually be social strategies designed to gain peer reinforcement. Watch our next video to learn more about how to effectively address these behaviors.